Well, hello again. Caught a little bit of Fox News. Bret Baeir, he had some of the talking heads on. Charles Krauthammer was on. And he had this lady on. I don't know if we call her name. But they were talking about ISIS. And they were talking about, having to put troops on the ground. And the woman said, well, there's no real threat to the homeland. Now, wait a minute now. Didn't they just arrest a 30-year-old Yemen guy that was recruiting people to blow themselves up with pipe bombs? Is that not considered a threat to the homeland? The Boston bombing, although I don't think it was real, but is that not also considered to be a threat to the homeland? So how can you have one of these guests make such a stupid comment? Of course there's a threat to the homeland. The American people are being terrorized. That's what terrorists do. The American people are being terrorized. Charles Krauthammer said something too which sort of surprised me. They were talking about what's going on in Scotland and England. Scotland's going to vote tomorrow with respect to separating from England if that's what they choose to do. And Charles Krauthammer said England's America's best ally. Well, I thought Israel was way up there as well. These talking heads, a lot of them say things, and I don't think they really think them through. They're just used to saying whatever they're saying. I'm not picking on Krauthammer, I really like him. But I thought that comment the girl made was a little bit idiotic. The homeland is not under attack, or there's no fear of an attack. Of course there is. I mean, our borders are wide open. The chosen one opened our borders wide open. He's doing everything that he can to break the spirit and the backs of the American people, including that Obamacare joke of his flagship accomplishments. It doesn't work. There's no back end to it. We need a member of Congress or a senator to say, well, how do you go ahead and verify what's really going on without having a back end to the software? They're paying the insurance providers based on a guesstimate. A guesstimate. They can't reconcile anything. There's no software to reconcile. But anyway, that's a different story. That's one of the least of our problems right now. And Obama, he's on the bandwagon. No boots on the ground. There are boots on the ground. And he's sending 3,000 soldiers and exposing them to Ebola. How many are going to come back and give that to their families? Looks like he can't get rid of Americans fast enough. I'm not saying we shouldn't help, but we shouldn't put our military men and women in harm's way. It doesn't make any sense. What are they going to do? 3,000 military personnel to do what? It's just ridiculous. He's bending over backwards for his people in Kenya, his birthplace in Kenya. Anyway, that's a whole different story as well. It just sickens me how stupid people are to listen to this crap come out of his mouth. Yeah, we're going to arm the moderates. What the hell's a moderate? A terrorist is a terrorist. They've already told him that they'll not fight ISIS. They want to fight Bashar al-Assad. So what's he doing? He's still providing them with weaponry. He's still providing them with ammunition. He's still providing them with money and logistics. Why? Well, the answer hasn't changed. He wants to get rid of Bashar al-Assad. Everything that he's tried has fallen apart. Libya is in civil war. Egypt has Mohammed Morsi that he put in as president in prison. Everything that he's tried has fallen apart. Everything. Show me one thing that he's done that's worked. Obamacare has less enrollees than those that lost insurance when that pile of crap first rolled out. What has worked? Show me one thing that he's done that's worked. Huh? Show me one thing. There isn't one. He can't point to a single accomplishment other than a destruction of the American way of life. That he is accomplishing. Barack Hussein Obama. What a complete farce. His father wasn't an American. I don't give a damn where he was born. The Constitution is very clear on the requirements to be a president, and having a Muslim father is not one of them. Nancy Pelosi? What a joke. What a complete joke.